Hello everybody, and welcome to today's video where I'll be talking about all the TV shows I watched in January, February and March. So of course we're kicking it off with January, and I watched Doctor Who season 11. Honestly, it was finally good to just go back and polish off this season. I couldn't remember where I last watched Who, so I just started from around episode 4 of this season, and turned out it was only the last episode that I hadn't seen. A good refresher to remind me of the companions. I don't really have an awful amount to say about it from there on, but I enjoyed what I watched. Then I checked out What If season 2, which I gave a 4.5 stars. This became so much more connected than I was expecting. You know, coming from the first season, I didn't think it was going to be that kind of interlinked. When I first started watching it, I thought there'd be like one-off episodes, but even events that happened in season 1 ended up carrying on through to season 2. I also was a little confused to start with that it was so Peggy Carter focused, until everything started feeding into this main plot, this main narrative, which was fantastic. It was just epic in proportions. Moving on to February now, of course I kicked it off with Percy Jackson and the Olympians, which was season 1. I gave it a 5 stars. I do have an episode breakdown on TikTok, so I'm not going to talk too much about it here at all. Well, I'm not going to talk about it at all really, because if you go to TikTok you'll see kind of like episodes 1 to 3, a breakdown, you know, 3 to 4, so and so. So yeah, I absolutely loved it. Obviously there were some differences from the book, but I adored kind of comparing and contrasting and seeing the creative influence that Rick Riordan had in production, and just kind of seeing how they did justice to it on TV screen this time around. I also watched a random find for me. This is Teenage Euthanasia, which was season 1. I gave this a 4 stars. This was such a gross and funny show. It's one of Adult Swim's available through the Channel 4 app. So we follow Euthanasia Fantasy and her strange family, including her raised from the dead mum who just wants to live her own life. This was just wacky, gross. The humour was just top-notch, silly, fun, but yeah, it was a lot of fun overall. And then finally I checked out Happiness, which I gave a 5 stars, and basically we are following this bout of mad human disease outbreak that rocks a newlywed couple and completely shuts down their apartment complex. Add to that a murderer on the loose, and tensions run super high. The acting was kind of awful for the most part, but oh my gosh, I adored this series. I was so immersed into the lives of all the characters and was fascinated by the science and the studies behind the disease. I felt like it was so well put together, but again, the acting was just super cringe. Anyway, I got through this much quicker than I was expecting to. That's all I watched TV wise. Let me know what you guys have been watching. Any recommendations? I would love to know. I need to get back into my TV stuff for the evening because I've just been reading and playing Disney Dreamlight Valley, so that's probably why I didn't have a lot to talk about this time around. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I shall catch you in another video soon. Bye.